Mabuhay! My name is Rema and welcome to my art space, and I'm here at the surfing capital of the Philippines, which is San Juan, La Union, and I'm going to try some plein air painting at the beach, and I hope you'd stay with me and see the result.
I was on a mission to paint La Union's popular sunset, but as usual, it's never easy to look for a stable place to paint.
So I moved from that point to this point because I couldn't find a proper place to put my watercolors and my jar of water on. So I looked for a good surface, well, if it's that good already. So I can work well. It's hard when you don't have an easel to work with, and I didn't bring my easel as usual because I don't want to add to the weight during the travel.
With me was my prang watercolor set and my Canson watercolor pad. I tried to paint this spot along with the sunset. The first layer looked good, but the trouble came when I was trying to add the second layer. I decided I had to wait for the surface to dry before adding another layer.
What happened is that I'm waiting for the other painting to dry, and I'm ready because I have my own Tokyo Finds journal, my second watercolor journal, and I tried to make another painting with this one.
I switched from one pad to another so the other can dry while working on the other one. But I worked more on the Tokyo Finds watercolor pad because it has good drying properties. I must admit I was also impatient because I was trying to catch the sunset, which was almost at its climax. I added more detail on the Tokyo Finds pad like the rocks and kinda ignored the Canson watercolor pad at this point. I decided to make the sun peek through the clouds just as I see it during that moment. This is one of the challenges of plein air painting because there's a tendency for one's painting to change according to the artist's current perspective. So I had to stop when the sun was already touching the horizon.
Surprisingly, I made two paintings. The first one I think is quite incomplete because I didn't like the quality of the watercolor paper. But the second one, I like it better. I can really judge that Tokyo Finds watercolor pad has good quality paper. If you ask me if it's a good idea to do some plein air, well, it is a good idea to do some plein air. Just think that you need an easel, which is one of my faults. I didn't bring an easel because I think that would be heavy on my end, especially that I'm traveling somewhere far, and I'll be off. I would be off in a few days, so I want to travel light. And another thing is, I think it would be if you're going to do some watercolor, just like what the other art masters have told me, you need a dryer, and it will be hard to bring a dryer on plein air. So I need to find a good dryer because the results of the watercolor would not be good. The second one I like better. I like it better, although I think it's there's this case that this has been overpainted. Sometimes a painting should not be overpainted. Just one layer is okay. You don't need to add 2-3 layers just to make a good picture out of it. But yeah, lesson learned again. But I enjoyed the plein air session, although it's really hard. Anyway, if you like this video, please click the like button. And if you're here in my channel for the first time, please subscribe and also click the bell button so you'd be notified of future videos from me. Again, my name is Rema, and let's watch the beautiful sunset. That's really famous here in La Union. Aside from being a surfing capital, it's a surfing capital of the north. It's also, a place to relax and just to hear the sound of the beach. Anyway, I hope to see you in my next art space. Bye.